It started with a phone call that just felt different. The seller was hesitant, the seller was tense, and the seller said, I really want to sell this house, but I don't think I can. Anytime I hear that, I already know there's a story behind it. This homeowner lived in Columbus, Ohio. It was a nice street. It was a quiet neighborhood, or at least it used to be. The problem wasn't the house, the problem wasn't the price, the problem wasn't even the condition. It was the neighbor. At first, the seller described this person as unpredictable, and then they described this person as aggressive, and then they used the word that everyone was thinking, crazy. This neighbor would yell at random cars driving by, harass anyone who would come near the property, and threaten contractors that our seller wanted to send over to fix up their property. It was a dangerous individual. The seller felt trapped. They needed to sell their house in Ohio, but every attempt they made just made things worse. But then things took a darker turn. One afternoon, police cars flooded the street. There was multiple cars, the lights were going off, all the neighborhood are peeking out their windows and looking to see what was going on. It turns out the crazy neighbor wasn't just a neighbor, he was a convicted felon who was squatting in the house, and the police were searching for this individual. He was wanted by the police, he was hiding out next door. The seller had no idea, no one had any idea. And then suddenly all the fear made sense. The seller called us back immediately. They said, I can't deal with this anymore. I just need out. I do not want any showings at this property. I don't want strangers coming by. I don't want strangers knocking on the door. And that's when Sell House Columbus stepped in. We came and we told them exactly how this was going to go. No open houses, no agents, no inspections, and no repairs. We buy houses as is in Columbus and all throughout Ohio. We coordinated everything discreetly. We worked around the situation. We handled the timing with absolute perfection, and we handled all the communication. The seller never had to confront the neighbor, never had to list the property, and never had to explain the situation to buyers. We bought the house for cash. It was fast, it was quiet, and it was clean. While everyone else ran away from the problem, we ran right towards it, because that's what we do. A few weeks later, the seller closed. They had their money in hand. This entire situation was behind them, and all their stress was gone. They told us it felt like getting their life back. And that's why we share these stories, because bad things happen to good people, and sometimes selling a house in Ohio isn't just about the real estate. It's about relief. If you're dealing with a problem neighbor, a scary situation, or even a situation that you don't even know how to talk about, you're not stuck. If you need to sell your house fast in Columbus or anywhere in Ohio, we're here for you. Call us at 614-300-5151 or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. We buy houses as is, we handle all the hard stuff, and we do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to. Once again, that number is 614-300-5151, or you can visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. Because when selling your house feels impossible, that's exactly when we show up.